Yo, mic check, what's it all about? What's up, y'all? Hey, if you can hear me, let me know because my mic was messed up. It was like seriously messed up. Anyways, what's up? Happy Friday, you guys. We got games tomorrow. This is big, okay? We got so many games tomorrow and all at different locations. It's crazy. All right, we just found out yesterday what time our games were, and they are all over the place. All right, and we have to split up our people. We have to split up everybody. It's so, we had 18 kids at practice last night, so you would think that like 6 of them can go one way, 6 the other way, 6 this way, but no. All right, we only have like a few kids that even want to play games, which is a bad start. But I got to tell you guys this. All right, if you aren't willing to play in the games, that's like the bare minimum. That's like what everyone wants to do. That's why some people don't give these kids a chance. It's really weird. It's like, so you're basically, when you're shy and you're like, just give me some time to overcome my anxiety. And just give me a second. No, because there's other people that are just gung-ho to do this. And between the two of you, that person has more chance. So they're going to want to train that person. They're going to want to like hire that person. They're going to want to like educate that person because you're so scared that it's just going to take you years to even get started. So they just go with that person. So what I'm going to say is this. You don't have to be amazing at the beginning. You don't have to like be better than anyone else at the beginning at anything that you're doing, whether it be like school, a job, or what basketball team, whatever. But you do have to be brave. And if you can go out there and at least be brave, at least go, I want to be the best. I want to make you the most amount of money. I want to like become the smartest kid that I can be, whatever. If you just come out there and just say that and you just go for it, as scary as that might be, they're going to give you a chance. You'll always get a chance. And you will never run into you're very, very rarely run into the issue where the coach won't play you. Or like like you want to be on the team. You think that you're better than that guy, and that guy, but they don't pick you up. At the very least, if you are brave, you're going to be better than like 90% of the world. Immediately. They're going to like be like, oh, you're actually brave? Okay, how about you go first? And then they let all the scared people go later. So don't put yourself into that scared group because that's when you instantly don't get a chance. Now, will you fail more if you're brave? Yeah. Will you look stupid more if you're brave? Absolutely. All right. But will you get the chance? Yes. There's nothing worse than not being given the chance. To sit there the whole game and not play 1 second. And like you prepared for it, everything, and you're just not even given a chance. It's nothing worse than like going, hey, I want to go on a date with you. Like give me a chance. Oh my God, I'll give you flowers, everything. And she's like, no, I can tell just by looking at you that I don't like you. And you're like, man, all right, because when you're not given a chance, it's like it's like you're helpless. It just takes everything out of it, right? But that chance wasn't their fault. You took away your own chance by not being brave. And I mean brave from the get-go. If you are the brave one, if you are the bold one, you win. And I don't know what the quote is. The quote goes like, fortune favors the brave. I might have just made that up. I might have stolen it from some Greek guy. I'm not quite sure. We'll figure that out. No, I definitely stole it. But yes, fortune favors the brave. What's up, Kieran and Declan Louth? I see you. Brittany Sandoval, a.k.a. Romello Ashley. I'm learning all the names, man. We're getting all those names fixed. Anyway, let's start. Again, I talked about the tournament. Make sure that we sign up and show up to that as many games as you possibly can. If all I have to say is, like, if there's like 5 or 6, like I think there's like an 8th grade game that has 6, and there's a simultaneous game for the 6th graders, switch if you happen to be a 6th or 5th grader. Don't play the 5th or 8th grade game if you're a 5th or 6th grader or 4th grader. Just play the 4th or 6th so we can see as many as we have. If we don't have enough, then we'll just switch those to the 8th grade game easily, and we'll just like, I guess we can. I don't want to cancel because I don't like people driving the games and being forfeited against, so we would try to figure it out. We can even pick up some extra players from the side that played the previous game. And there's also a 1st through 4th grade game that is before the 4th through 6th grade game Saturday night. So hopefully you guys someone can stay for that one. So we can figure this out. Let's at least play these games. Let's at least get these games played, man. All right. Don't forget to do your basketball certification if you're in high schooler, please. And then check out our YouTube video today, which is the yo-yo shot. And if you check out the one yesterday, it's about the pivot. It's about the pivot rule. All right. Pivoting and like taking an extra step and doing that kind of stuff. All right. Make sure that we take care of that. Make sure that you look at that. Tell me what you think about that. Should you perfect a move that is actually maybe less good sometimes? I think that it's just best to just do it the non-controversial way, which is like stepping through and jumping off 2 feet. But you can watch the video online. Make sure that you follow our videos. First things first, our quote of the day. Let's check it out. The quote of the day today is, falling down is just balancing practice. I like this a lot. All right. It reminds me of Mr. Magoo. All right. Mr. Magoo, for you guys who don't know, they made a modern day cartoon, but it was an older cartoon as well, with this guy that had like glasses on, but he was like blind, basically, okay? And he would just like walk, and he would just like accidentally solve crimes and like figure everything out and like whatever, right? Because he was just walking and just like accidentally bumping into people, going like this. He would never get hurt. It's like happenstance, right? All right. Falling down is just balancing practice. You're going to fall in life. You're going to fail in life. But you have to understand that like every bad accident is going to lead to something great because it helps you learn. So falling down is just balancing practice. Means that your failures are going to lead to your successes. All right? Your failures are going to be why you're going to be so successful in the end. And you can't see your failures as something that's just like life tormenting, horrible, like, oh my God, that's the worst thing in the entire planet. No. It's going to be amazing. Someone just asked me yesterday because they were like, we were talking about that Finley Chastain thing, and she was like, man, how many people have like done like your program like that? And I was like, oh, people that have actually like done it, like tried and like posted homework and like did all this stuff, like 5 ever out of my 1,000 something. I probably had like 1,200 players in the history of my program. 5. And I said, man, but at least that was 5. That's pretty cool. And then she asked me, she goes, yeah, are you always so positive? And if so, do people hate you for it? And I was like, yeah, actually. Like, to the players, sometimes I'm like negative. Sometimes I'm positive to the players because you guys might need one or the other. But for myself, I'm always positive. Like, whatever happens, it was for a good reason. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's just next. Like, let's just go again. Let's just try again. Like, if the one summer that I broke my arm, and I played with my left arm. I was like, it's a great chance to like play with my left arm. I don't know. I never saw it as a negative ever. All right. I didn't think I did my shoulder dislocated or subluxated in college. So I played left-handed for 3 weeks in D1 college. I played like 38 minutes a game. I didn't stop playing at all. And I think my stats actually went up because I'm a weird player. But yeah, so like anything bad was just like a good thing. It was just it's just how I see things. And I think if you do see things like that, it's an interesting way to live and it's a fun way to live. So if you fall down, you smile about it, get back up and be like, I was just doing some balancing practice, man. Falling down is just balancing practice. It's a great quote. It's kind of witty, kind of fun. Also reminds me of like those like tightrope walkers. All right. They're just, I don't know. It's just like, you just go with the ups and the downs. Like, who cares? It's a roller coaster. All right. Who during a roller coaster, every time that it goes up is like, yeah! And every time it goes down, it's like, no! And it keeps doing that the entire time. Crying and screaming. Crying and like celebrating. Crying and celebrating. No. You either hate the roller coaster and you shouldn't be riding on it at all, or you enjoy the entire thing. There's no like ups and downs, right? So see life as a roller coaster in which you enjoy. All right, moving on to our itinerary. The stuff that we're doing today and the stuff that we did yesterday and the stuff that we're doing tomorrow or the future. All right. What we did in the past was the high school stuff. We did number scissor shots, pick and roll slip, 2-ball dribbles, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, and the one-on-one high post flash. All right. I want us passing the ball into the high post. All right, we have Austin helping us out for some of these games, which is great that we have enough people. What's up, Taz? I see you. Don't forget to bring your money. I brought your book yesterday, and you didn't bring the money, my man. We're exchanging stuff here, but Yeah, the high post flash. When you get the ball, you want to turn, look for extra passes, but then you go to work if it's one-on-one. So that's why we actually work on the one-on-one high post flash, and we did that last week. So hopefully you guys gain from it, but now bring it to the games as well. All right, the stuff that we are doing in the future, probably next week, pick and roll retreat to pass is coming up here soon. So heads up for that. If they happen to double team us, you retreat, try to make the pass, but I mean that's going to take years to get good at that. You got to be stronger, right? Do some tricep extensions maybe too. For right now, double team the crap out of teams that come off pick and rolls so that they have to do it. And you know they can't do it. So bring the help side, steal the ball, and go. Jumps up to corner option. Jab to 3-option jumper, shots the box outs, Lana's moves, and one-on-one post moves. For the things that we're doing today, we got bank shots coming up here. Then 0, 1, 2, 4 touch middle, pick and roll, split to drive, heads, tails game, chair dips, and then knee jumps for a split to drive. That's if they overshow, then you can sneak down the middle. Actually, I'm still making that one. I need to make that one to put on our site. I have not. I have the video for it. I have not added it to our site yet. But split to drive is just when they overforce you, you split. You split the two people, all right? And then the other one is heads, tails games. That's with us at half court. Your hands over someone else's hands. If I call heads, you run that way. If I call tails, you chase after them. And you wait until I call it, and then you react. It's a reaction drill that helps out with loose balls, with rebounds, with maybe some like blow-bys if you're trying to like get by people. So the faster that you can react, the better. So we're going to do this fun reaction game during our actual workout. To see the other drills, I guess just look at the screen real quick and you can totally see the other drills. So the first one we got right here is bank shots. Make sure that you're at a good angle. All right, you get to your spot, pull up your bank shot. When you shoot a bank shot, make sure that the ball's going up and coming back down as it hits the backboard. You don't want the ball to hit the backboard on the way up. All right, again, get to a good spot so you can shoot from the 45-degree angle for your bank shots. Pump fake. 1, 2, pull up, hit a bank shot. Being able to hit a bank shot allows you to not get blocked, because if they're blocking your shot, just re-aim and hit a bank shot instead. Next one was 0, 1, 2, 4 touch middle. All right, you shoot the ball, go to the middle. Shoot the ball, go to the middle. Every time that you get to the middle, say your score. But you can shoot the ball from 2-point range. And if you make it, you get 2 points. If you miss it, though, you get 1 point. Amazing. If you shoot it from 3-point range, though, and you make it, you get 4 points. If you miss it, you get 0 points. So it's a gamble. It's a gamble. And it's understanding, 1, how to do a pull-up jump shot. So go fast. 2, it's understanding how, if you're on fire or not, basically. So understand if you can, like, hit some shots, step in left, right. Man, I hate the fact that Wyatt does that. It's such a weird thing that he does with the opposite feet. All right, next thing, chair dips. Okay, we can do this against like the wall. We can do it like on chairs. I'll find some chairs for us. All right, but we'll be doing chair dips. If you're not good at it, you can move your feet closer. So if you can't do that many. So we got chair dips coming up, and this makes our triceps stronger for shots, for throwing those passes and things like that. All right. So again, if you're not strong enough, you can put your feet closer. Put your feet closer. There you go. You put your feet closer and closer and closer, so you can keep doing it no matter how long that we do it for. Nice job. All right. Last one. Knee jumps. You want to land and jump as fast as you possibly can. I'm sorry. Tad's pretty slow here. You want to land and jump so fast, like right, jump. Like, so he takes his time. He has to like recapture it, right? You don't want to do that. You want to be flying in the air as soon as, there you go. That was a good one. All right, I'm going to jump immediately. So it's jump again. All right, and then this will enable you to one-day dunk, basically. All right, who's been doing the homework? Has anyone been doing the homework? All right, let's check the homework right here. So we got Kieran. Form shots, Lana's, okay, that's some homework right there. All right, that was like about all of it right there. Taz with the knee jumps. You got push-up homework right there. Split jumps. I like it. Oh, man. I want to check out that half hour that was just posted right there. All right, because that's like the most straightforward way to do it. And, again, I never know how to navigate this thing because, like, it's just the weirdest thing ever. Let me see. So, I know it's under YouTube. I think, yeah. And then I'll check my playlist right here. Library, playlist, right there. There we go. Limitless Hoops Basketball. All right, so here's the playlist thing. And let's check out some Kiernan form shots, Lana's moves, free throws, jab to 3-option jumper, post. Okay, so I was thinking, would it be cool if I was thinking since like Kiernan's younger and he's also like pretty like eloquent and stuff like that. Also has like his dad has an iPhone. I was thinking maybe every Friday we could like check in with Kiernan. Would that be a fun thing to add to this? Just to like make it like a long-standing thing. Because again, if I did it with like Taz, he's too busy. He might have practice, he might have something like that, right? Because he's an older guy. But for the young kid, would that be possible? Would that be possible? Just every week have like a little special like 5-minute segment where we call Kiernan up and just talk to him about like where he's at. Just to like so he can check in so that maybe many years from now when Kieran's in the NBA and they're on All-Star Weekend and they do like a little special, they show all those interviews and they're like, oh my God, did you know he used to do this? Or maybe some people just follow him and start following him along and they're like, I wonder what he's up to. So Kieran, if you're interested in doing something like that, maybe we can set that up because I have a whole thing already set up for like the people that we are going to like do phone calls with. I mean, that I've never really done. But yeah, so those are form shots. We got Lana's moves like that, turning and facing, hitting a nice shot like that. Fantastic job with that. There's so many different ones. Let's see what the next one he does. Get the ball up higher though, please. That's decent. Don't lower your opposite hand. Let's see if he has the spin one correct. Hit that. Boom. Spin to a shot. Nice job. Last one is spin to pump fake step through. Let's see if he does it. Boom. Hit. Spin. Pump fake. And then, oh, you want to do the same side. But that's good, though. The defender messed that one up. You're good. All right. Let's see what else is there. Oh, he did that for a while. Oh, what is this one? Jab to 3-option. No, post 1-on-1. Okay. I like the jab to 3-option jumper. Let's see where he's at with that. Oh, he's too far away. But when you jab, you have 3 different options. If you can read them, again, you make him lose, lose, and lose. Oh, this is corner option. Making his dad go back door for the sprint. Oh, man, that's a good workout for old Zach. I like that, too. All right, and then help side to box out. What did they do for that one? That'd be funny if like Zach just rears up on his next shot and just blitzes him. And he goes, you got to practice getting boxed out too, little man, and just like blitzed him. Just blitz a little kid. But I think that these are free throws right here. Will he make this free throw? If he doesn't, I'm going to make him run tonight. Oh, brick. He owes me a run. Don't let me forget that. All right, moving on to our story of the day. Let's watch it. The level you exalt is the level at which you'll remain. The moment you think you've made it is when it'll become extremely difficult to continue to work beyond your comfort zone. So if you truly wish to reach a particular level, you must aim above that level. If you want to make a college team, you must honestly strive to play in the NBA. I think this is one of the harder lessons. This is one of the harder lessons in like life, I guess, but definitely in basketball, where if you want to do something, you have to aim for something else, and it's just a weird thing. It's almost like passing the ball, like long to someone, or hitting a moving target. You have to aim in front of them. And like as kids, we don't quite understand that. So if you have someone like running, they'll be like, I want to throw the ball to him. So they'll throw the ball to him and all of a sudden, it missed him. Why do he keep moving? Right? You got to aim ahead of him so then it hits him right there. Right? With that said, you got to aim for like, if you want to be a good high school player or a great high school player, you have to aim for D1. You got to try to make college. But when you honestly try to make college, when you know you only want to play high school. You're like, dude, even if they offer me, that's a hard thing to do, to just lie to yourself, right? Because you're like, I don't want to play in college. I don't want to try that hard. I don't want to put in so much effort that I make college. So why would I even put in that effort? And all of a sudden, you're a mediocre high school player. But that's not fair because what you wanted to do was play high school. And if you did try to make college, even though you didn't want to, you're gonna start tricking yourself into it. You're gonna be like, yes, I want to make college. You're gonna honestly go for it. Then you're just gonna become a great high school player, but you're not gonna make college. You're gonna be sad. But if you want to make college, you got to try to seriously make the pros. And when you make college, well, you're going for the pros. Then all of a sudden you don't make the pros. You're going to be seriously sad. Well, okay, let's say that I want to become like a Hall of Fame basketball player. Well, now you're going to make the pros. If you put in all the effort to become Hall of Fame, like you copied the Hall of Famers exactly, you're going to make the pros. But once you make the pros, you're going to be sad because you're not Michael Jordan. So whatever it is, you're going to be sad. It's just a strange concept, and it totally sucks because you're like, so there's no winning at this. Unless you're just a freak at your age. Let's say that you're just like a 6 foot fourth grader. Okay, yeah, you don't have to try. You don't have to worry about anything, but that's not most of us. All right? Whatever level that you exalt and you're like, this is the best level ever. Anytime that you're like, I gotta go to the 4th grade championship. It means so much to me. You're done. You're done. As soon as you're like, oh man, I can't wait to try out for my middle school team, you're done. As soon as you're like, yo, the high school team wants me. I'm so happy. I'm on varsity. I'm going to sit the bench and never play. I would rather do this than play on JV. You're done. Because you're exalting it. Exalting means like you hold it to the highest esteem. Exalting means that you think that it's awesome. All right? And for me, I didn't care at all about middle school basketball. I don't even think that we had a team. Yeah, we had a team one time when I moved here. Then I didn't care about high school. I knew how down that was. I was like, this is stupid. But when I got to college, yeah, I exalted it. It was cool. And like when we made like the tournament, I was like, wow, we made it. And I didn't go to the pros. But I remember players in college who didn't care. On game days, like the games that mattered. I'm resting, right? But I remember the game days when I was working at St. Mary's and I saw Matthew Dellavedova there. On game days, this dude was doing sprints. Not to prepare for the game. It's just because there was no practice that day, so he found a practice. And he started doing sprints, doing all this extra work where honestly, he tired himself out. You can't tell me he didn't. He made himself worse for college games. I think we did worse because he was trying so hard. But that's why he made the NBA. And I'm sure on game days in the NBA Finals and in the NBA Finals when Matthew Dellavedova was playing against Steph Curry when he was on LeBron James' team, you think on that NBA Finals game, you think he was running before the game? No! He was prepared because that was his goal, was to make the NBA. But then somehow, some way, you get to Kobe Bryant where even on game days in the NBA, he doesn't care. Because that's not his goal. He cares about a goal higher than that. So if you're ever just like, yo, this means a lot to me, you're done. So have it mean, it's weird. Have it mean a lot to you, but you don't like want to just like exalt it like it's like some precious little puppy that you can't mess with. Dude, it's just a game. So you go out there and you play it, and then you go and train some more, and you don't worry about tying yourself out because it's not anything that important. All right? I didn't want to do middle school. I just wanted to stay with workouts. Dad said we needed to try and recruit some kids. Fair enough. Always recruiting kids is good. Anyways, all right, moving on to our movie of the day. Let's check that out. The movie of the day. Oh, it's one of my favorite movies to talk about. All right, look. This movie's called Gladiator, okay, guys? Gladiator. Gladiators. No, R. Just R. Gladiator. All right, there's another movie called Gladiator that won, like, Best Picture in the 2000s, whatever, with the Roman Colosseum things. That's not this movie. Okay? This is the real Gladiator. This one came before in 1992, and this is when they're hitting each other in the balls, Gladiator, okay? Where this new guy, the white guy right there, he moves in from out of town because his dad, like, owed some money to some, like, loan sharks. And the dad is like, I gotta go make this money, kid. And he like leaves his kid at home because his kid's 17. And his kid goes to school in this bad neighborhood, almost gets into fights right away, and all these other people. And then they go, hey, come into this underground boxing league, kid. You can make some money for your dad. And he's like, oh man, I could do that. So in this boxing league, it's underground, but they're like crazy. They be hitting each other in the balls, but also like headbutting each other, and like all this crazy stuff, and it's nuts. And then he's like, oh, I'm awesome. But then some bad things happen. And you can watch the movie yourself, but this movie is dope. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, Gladiator. Watch this movie. Do I need to do another review on The Blind Side? How about you watch another one? You can do that if you want. Or you can just follow it. If you're trying to do it perfect, do it perfectly. So if that's the 8th grade movie, but no, the 7th grade movie, you can do the movie on The Blind Side. And you shouldn't have done it before, but you can just do it this time. Be perfect. See if you can do the book perfectly. Like don't miss anything. So yes, do another review on The Blind Side. But if you're an 8th grader, watch this movie, The Gladiator. Or Gladiator. It's just called Gladiator. I'm gonna give it, because again, I have to be honest with my reviews, 43 out of 50 stars. 43 out of 50 stars. This movie is solid, good. Watch Gladiator, you 8th graders. Watch it now. No, not like right now. Finish watching this show first. Moving on to our trivia question today. The trivia question today, guys, we got 2-2. We got Teo, Kieran, and Noah all tied up here. Aiden and Alina Wong only in the top 5 because their last names begin, or the first names begin with the A. But I'm sure that they're used to being last since their last names start with a W, so it's kind of fair, right? So they're at 0-0. But the question today, it's an interesting one, okay? I had many choices for this one. I'm going to say 3 coaches. You have to tell me which team they have in common with. So each of these coaches probably coached elsewhere, right? But I'm going to name 3 coaches who all coach for one franchise. You name the franchise. All right. I played this game online, so it was like fun to play, and I didn't miss any. But this is the one that I almost missed. I was like, "Wait, was it that?" And it was that. So here are the 3 coaches. Good luck. Name which franchise all 3 of these coaches coached for. Good luck. You get one guess only. All right. These are the 3 coaches: Jack Ramsey, Lenny Wilkins, and Terry Stotts. Those are the coaches. Which one team did they all coach for? Jack Ramsey, he's an announcer, right? Lenny Wilkins, Hall of Famer, and Terry Stotts. Which one team did they all coach for? All 3 of these guys coach for the same team. I think a couple of them coach for different teams. I know for a fact, yes. But which one team did they all coach for? Anyone know this answer? It's a tricky question. It's not that tricky, actually, because I believe one of them only coached for one team. That's the answer right there. It is the Portland Trailblazers is the answer. Great job. Portland Trailblazers were coached by Jack Ramsey, Lenny Wilkins, and Terry Stotts. I believe Terry Stotts is only head coach for that one team, so that was kind of like the given right there. But I believe Lenny Wilkins coached for. He played for the Falcons. I think he coached for them as well. And then Jack Ramsey, he coached like the Lakers, I think, too. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm thinking of Kurt Rambis. I don't know. I forget. Let's move on to our last thing. What do we have? All right. So I forgot to add that point. All right, I got to add the point for Kieran, and so Kieran is now leading 3-2. Great job, Kieran. All right, as for this right here, this is a good point. Okay, so I don't like this guy. No, not KD. I love him as a basketball player, and Kyrie. I mean, I like watching him. But the other guy down there, Stephen A. Smith. I mean, he's kind of stupid. I mean, he's just he's just making money off stupid stuff. But he does have a point in this one. He said KD and Kyrie, they hurt the player empowerment era. So basically, like the contracts and stuff like that, when LeBron James came around and decided, I'm just going to go to Miami, it created this whole big shift where the players were no longer basically like slaves to the owners. Because the owners before could just be like, I want to trade this player. I'm going to do this. And they could like hold the player there forever and the player could do nothing about it and had to stay in a bad situation forever. It was bad. But now it's switched, and it probably switched too much. There was a point in time where it was even. That was fun. But now it's switched too much, and it hasn't been bad yet. It hasn't really been bad. Like nothing bad has happened. But now that this stuff is happening, what is causing owners to realize is like it's a horrible chance to take. And when the owners owned it all and they could do whatever they want, there were some bad situations. And when they got too much, like too much power, it was like they're doing bad for the owner empowerment situation. But now for the player empowerment, this does not look good. And I totally agree. All right, KD goes to teams that are already built. Exactly. I saw your dad posted that too. I like that post. All right, but yeah. So they are very bad for this movement because they're just shifting whenever. So it's like, can you even trust a player nowadays? And I think it's now they're becoming in the same situation that the owners were in too. So I think it's just going to be a cycle, and it's going to come back full circle to where the owners are going to own all the stuff again, and they're going to be like shifting players around and owning them too much. But if anyone has the power, I believe the players should have the power. Because even when you give the power to the fans, that's the all-star game, and that's kind of stupid too. But the players are the ones making the pieces. But the owners there's so few owners that it's kind of like makes sense to give them the power, but they're not really the ones on the court. It's a weird situation, but these two are not making it look good. I just wanted to bring that up. And great point to Stephen A. Smith, who is normally an idiot. All right. Anyways, if you're coming to the workout tonight, don't forget that the quote of the day, you guys, is falling down is just balancing practice. Write it on your arm or something like that. Falling down is just balancing practice. That's my time. I'll see anyone who's in Broomfield tonight. And don't forget to sign up for as many games as you guys can. Come to all the games if you possibly can, please, so we can make this work so that we're not forfeiting any games. And I will sign us up for less games later. Seriously. I'm sorry that I signed you guys up for games. And for the coaches, I'm going to need some parents to coach. Listen, I figured giving the kids the games was better than making them work on my schedule. So I just know that kids like to play games, so that was my first thought. If it doesn't work out, we need some mom to coach. I don't care who coaches. I really don't care. I just want you guys playing games, so make the games work no matter who's coaching, please. And I don't want to hear any arguing about anything. Seriously. All right, let's make this happen. Anyways, that's my time. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, y'all.